Yeah. Woo. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hello, Adriana. Yes. Who you are. Hello, Lizzie. How you doing? Oh, again. Woo! It's Soulful Sundays, y'all. Hey. Oh, again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Woo. Baby,
we could do something out of the ordinary.
Hey,
Catch your man and me,
baby.
You are the prototype. I think I'm in
Again, baby, I'm in love. Prototype. Again, yeah, yeah, yeah. Woo. Oh, 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 oh. Hello, Jasmine. Welcome to Soulful Sundays. Oh, 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 yeah. These are my favorite artists. Yes. Oh,
we met the day for a reason.
hey. Again. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. I think I'm in love again. Woo! I am love again. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, thank you, Mr. CTK. I know you hear the horn section in the back. I know you hear Jeff Bradshaw in the background. Hey! Yes, that is Jeff Bradshaw on the what? Trombone. Boop, boop. Yes, listen. So my mom, you know, she's really good, close friends with Jeff Bradshaw. So she's like, you need to get his album. I'm like, oh, snap. Like, you know, because I've been so into school. Oh, hold up. I'm having a conversation. Didn't even do my intro. Hold up. I got someone to it. Hold up. Rewind. Pun the replay. Well, welcome here to Soulful Sunday, here with who? Countess B, where I am here to create, motivate, and inspire you while you are on your journey to healing and wholeness, you guys. Welcome to Soulful Sundays once again. I just got into conversation because that's what it's like when I'm here. I see my fan bam. We go back and forth. I get to see the comments, and I just love being able to chillax with you guys. So you know how we do. We have to first start off with something a little bit soulful. And listen, I've been listening to the album like for the past like week, like on heavy rotation. And so, you know, be on the lookout, okay? Because Cafe Soul got some really good goodies for 2021 and beyond. So be on the lookout, you guys. So today we're going to talk about, are you using your platform? Whatever that may be, wherever you may be assigned, are you using your platform? And are you using it to the best of your ability and maximizing on whatever platform that is that you are assigned to? So before I do get into that, I just wanted to make a quick PSA, public service announcement. So I'm trying to transition into my Countess B influencer page. So that way my lives will be from my page as opposed to my personal page. So what I'm going to need you to do is hit that like on Countess B influencer. So that way you can follow me on that page. And then also, so that way when you do want to know if I have a video on going live, make sure to hit up the notifications in the corner and just turn on the notifications. So that way, as soon as I go live, you'll see me pop up like bloop, like a little reminder for you guys. And lastly, so this month we are having a Friday FY Easy, and I'm really excited because I'm going to bring in not just another Lash boss, but I'm also going to bring in my cousin Sashani, and I'm so proud of her because she launched her own business, and I just really want you guys to be able to come on to see her because she's doing amazing things with her own brand. So we're going to be live an interview with her this Friday, Sashani, my cousin. So I'm really excited, and I think you guys are gonna really dig it. So make sure that you guys come and support and be able to see like what she has to talk about. Listen, lash bosses, my aesthetics, esthetician. I didn't get to do my sound practices today, so please forgive me for not wrapping my tongue around the words correctly. But I cannot wait for you guys to meet her. So it's going to be a grand time this Friday. So let's go into, are you using your platform? Whatever that may be. And what kind of really fueled this topic for me is, as of recent, I've been watching some comedy shows. And I'll be honest, I never really was into comedy at first because I was like, I don't know if I really could get into it. It just really was not my genre. But I went into watching it with a business view, a business perspective. And so I started seeing how, and they've always been like this, how comedians use their platform not just to make us feel good, not just to make us laugh and slap our legs, stomp our feet. They wisely weave in things that are really important topics to our culture and to our nation. And I noticed that they use their platform or comedy to talk about things like politics, racism, sexism, any type of ism that you can think of. They so eloquently put it in there, and they make you laugh a little bit, but they also make you think about it too. And I was just like, wow. So you know how some people are like, oh, I don't think comedians, well, comedians, listen, comedians have license really to talk about anything they want to. If you go to a comedy show and you know it's going to be raw, nothing is off the table, and don't sit in the front row when we get to go post-pandemic. Don't sit in the front row because it's fair game, because you'll be talked about too in their set. It's just how it is. But I dislike when people say people like music artists, basketball players, or NFL players, or anything of that point of entertainment say, oh, they're just entertainers. They should not be using their platform as an entertainer to talk about all these isms. I'm going to say I highly disagree. Hi, Miss Barbara. How are you? Hello, Miss Anita. Hello, Miss Razzmatazz. Hey, Darcene. So I'm going to disagree with that, because I feel like whenever you are on a platform, whether it is on a small platform, just like I am right now with Facebook Live, or on a larger platform when you are on the screen, are you on, some type of entertainment field, if you will, you have the responsibility to utilize that to the best of your ability and utilize it to vocalize for people that don't have that platform or opportunity to vocalize things, to speak out about things, and so I wanted to point out, I noticed that people utilize it to their best of their abilities properly. And that being, comedians. Like, okay, I took time to watch A Set by Some More. I took a time to watch A Set by Kevin Hart, and I also took the time to watch his documentary on Netflix. I took a time to watch D.L. Hughley, and then wrapped it up with watching a special to Def Comedy Jam celebrating the 25-year anniversary back in 2017. So when I looked at this, it's like, wow, they talked about such great things, but they're also moguls and building empires. For instance, I have so much respect for Kevin Hart after watching his documentary. Now, I know that there was a lot of contention because when he was first out as a comedy, he made some really controversial comments about gay people, and specifically talking about if his son was to ever be gay, then he would do something to him because he didn't accept that at that time. That was when he was very young. But also then I'm also putting on my mental wellness cap. I'm like, wow, I wonder if that's something that his dad taught him. A little bit later in the documentary, you learn, because that was his upbringing, that's how he expressed himself. He expressed himself the way he was taught what a man is, according to his father, and how his father, when he was around, would treat him. And even if you watch later down the line, you even see how he would kind of treat Kevin Hart's baby. I was like, whoa, my gosh, And so he's evolved since then. Kevin Hart has evolved from being just a comedian, but also building an empire and mogul and helping other people on platforms and be able to further their career. He has also evolved as a person, noticing that how he was raised is not the right perception and is not right. So he did apologize in a way that was not acceptable to other people, because he was like, I'm not going to apologize for who I was 10 years ago. I will let you know that I am a changed person. You know what I mean? And so that's another thing too. He used his platform, but also to stand true to his truths. So if you're going to utilize your platform, make sure that you are authentic. Remain authentic in whatever platform it is. And also, there may be some things that we may have done that we were not so proud of, when we were younger. And then if you're in the limelight, especially, it may come up. But the thing is, we are ever evolving people. And as a people, we have to lean in with curiosity and see that people do change. Allow people to change. That is what I'm talking about. Change. And so when you are utilizing your platform, still stand firm to your beliefs and put your foot down. Okay, great. I understand. But this is my truth, and this is how I feel, and this is how I'm going to move forward and roll forward, right? Also, some more, if y'all watch Queens of Comedy back in the day, or any type of, comedy set that has some more, she's raw, but she also has some gems as a woman, of wisdom, if you will. And she also expressed that she is a businesswoman. Now, I went to go research to see what businesses does she have, but I could not see. But she said she has, like, she's a businesswoman. I'm like, okay. She's a businesswoman in her own right. She owns, like, her own, comedy line, or her own, branding, if you will, for her comedy and whatnot. So, and she's very poised. She may be very raw, but she's very poised, and she's very real. And she talked about a lot of things like sexism and racism and all different kinds of things. And it was just very, very great how she laid out her set. And I liked it because she sewed in some things that were real good wisdom and knowledge, And I was like, oh, that's really good. That may be something like, I could take along the lines, when I go, just along in my life as a woman, as I'm maturing and getting older. And then DL Hughley, I love me some DL Hughley. He is a trip. But it was ironic because most of the things that he was talking about, like, that dealt with the racism and stuff that was going on back in, I think the set I watched was from 2016, 2017. It's very repetitive of what's going on right now. So it's a way to time stamp what's going on, but also vocalizing what's going on. And it's important. And like I said, I was also watching today with my mom. We was watching Def Comedy Jam, special in celebration of the 25-year anniversary back in 2017. And one thing that they mentioned is, like, maybe not everybody may tune into CNN. Maybe not everybody may tune into these local news channels. But what they utilized the platform was to inform their people in a funny way what was going on with things like, with I can't think of the name right now. It's really slipping my mind right now. But, the LA riots and things like OJ Simpson and just a lot of different things that were coming up along the lines from the 90s that repeated itself in the early 2000s. That's also repeating itself now. Thank you for sharing, Roz. And so I'm just really curious, like, are you utilizing your platform in that way? And if you're not, in what ways would you be bold enough to do it differently? I know some people are like, because I've also done workshops on personal branding and professional branding. And a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to talk about politics. You never should talk about politics. There is a way that you could talk about politics that is authentic and being able to express yourself, and also being able to inform other people. There is a way to do that, and still being kind of neutral, having your own opinion and respecting other people's opinions as well. There is a way to do that. So I'm wondering, like, okay, if comedians took the time to do this, what can we do as a rapper, as a singer, as a spoken word artist, as myself, as a business owner that may go to do different types of TED Talks or, any type of speaking engagements in corporate America and nonprofit organizations? What can we do differently to vocalize and still say what we need to say in a way that expresses our authenticity, our viewpoints, and as well as vocalizing for those that don't have the platform? Now, next week, I'm going to talk about something a little bit different about the platform, about, bringing other people to the table with you. So I'm going to save that for that. But while you are at the table or tables or creating your own tables and platforms, be the voice for the voiceless. Be the person that's going to stand in the gap when nobody else wants to stand in the gap. Be that bold to do something different that's not being done yet. So how are you using your platform? How are you going to utilize your platform? And, I usually have some type of homework for you in general, but I want it to be a little bit of fun, if you have the ability to, I don't know if you could get rent some old Queens of Comedy or stand-ups. If you have Netflix, take a look at the stand-ups, specifically by Kevin Hart, DL Hughley, Dave Chappelle. I'm still kind of, I really had respect for him when he really just stood his ground. It's like, no, I'm not going to be your puppet, and I'm not going to do the comedy show the way you want me to. I'm going to do it the way I need it to. So I really had a lot of respect for him when he took that stance. And he's just so much more than just a comedian. Actually, Kevin Hart, D.L. Hughley, and so many other comedians are so much more than comedians. They have multiple visions, multiple empires, if you will. If you take a look at that Kevin Hart documentary, I'm telling you, I looked at him so differently. I knew that he started having partnerships with Chase. I knew that he had his own production company, I want to say. I knew he had his own platform that helps local comedians kind of, you know, have their way, but I didn't want to get into that yet because that's the whole, like, bringing other people to the table that I'll talk about next week. So I encourage you, if you have Netflix, take a look at the Kevin Hart documentary. If I get the proper name, I'll make sure to put it in the comments later on. And if not, take the time to watch, like, more recent comedy shows and also some old comedy shows. Everybody always knows Eddie Murphy in that red suit, right? Because the same things that he was talking about is the same stuff that's going on right now, but being an advocate for it in a funny, raw, very raw way, right? So my homework assignment for you, 2 things. Think about and evaluate how are you using your platform and how can you use it differently. We're approaching 2021 and I know it's been a really rough year for many, but if you are still breathing, that means that you still have purpose and you still got to keep pushing. You still have to have your hands to the plow. So that's going to be your first one. And then the second one is take a chill pill, watch, a comedy show through the lens of a business person, through the lens of an advocate, through the lens of, you know, trying to find a gem that's applicable to you. Honestly, I've been finding that a lot lately. Like, what gym can I take? I'm always ever evolving. I'm always learning, and I don't know everything. So, okay, like my friend was telling me about a podcast, and I was like, oh, okay. The title doesn't really fit me, but, you know, I'll still watch it, and whatever gyms apply to me, you know, I'll write it in my notebook. And there you go. And I did write a few things that was in my notebook that applied to me, and I liked it. So, you know, we're ever evolving people. We never arrive. Ever. We never arrive because we're not God. You know what I'm saying? So there's always something to learn. And I feel like we can learn from everybody. Everybody. Even from those that you may not like. You learn something about them that you may like, you know, I'm never going to do that to somebody, you know. You can learn from everybody, from your arch nemesis to the person that you love the most. You can learn from everybody. So, that's it for me right now, you guys. I kept it short and simple. You know, how are you using your platforms? I went over a couple of comedians that I found to be very, you know, they were just very creative in how they use their platforms to talk about the isms, and advocate and talk about things that people don't want to talk about out loud, because comedians have that ticket. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is off the table when it comes to comedy. You know what I'm saying? So, and think about, like, you know, what we can do differently going forward in 2021. So it was really simple, you guys. That's it. Use your platform to catapult your dreams. I wrote, be consistent, be authentic, you know, all that jazz. That's pretty much all I have to say. Is just make sure that you're using your platform for your purpose and that it propels you further and that you're not stagnant and that you remain authentic as you elevate each time. All right, you guys, I'm about to go right now and enjoy the rest of my Sunday. I hope that you enjoyed this. If this is something that you felt that somebody could relate to or it could really help them, please share them to your many different types of platforms. Additionally, subscribe. Make sure that you subscribe to Countess B. And also, lastly, what was I going to say? Lastly, don't forget Friday FYEZ at 7 p.m. this Friday with my cousin Sashani, another Lash Boss and Lash Diva. Yeah, I think that's all I got for you guys. I'm just enjoying the day, and I hope that you get to enjoy your day as well. Okay, much love. And remember, if you want to see change, You gotta be the change, baby. All right. Bye-bye.